I want to share with you one thing that totally turned my life around way back in 2004. And it's Monday. Happy Monday. We are in the midweek of July. I'm going to share this important lesson that one of my mentors taught me. Because when I first started as an entrepreneur, I didn't know what to do, right? I just thought it was about skills. You have a product, you go sell, you talk to people. But I didn't realize the mindset and the attitude, the habits are so important. The mindset and this creates the foundation for success. Because I was a few months into the business and I made no money. And I thought it was because my product was too expensive. I thought it was because the market was saturated or no one would be interested. It was a bad market, bad product choice. But reality was I wasn't consistent and I didn't have the skills. And more importantly, I just never had time. The reason why I didn't have time is I didn't plan things out. So my mentor told me, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Right? If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. And the important thing is you have weekly goals, right? Not just goals, yearly goals or quarterly goals. When I was an employee, I never had goals. I just did what my boss told me. And I was pretty good at that. I was very good at following instructions. But I never knew anything about goal setting. And that was one of the big turning points, was when I decided I learned set the goals, and one of the goal setting terms is be clear on what you need to do. What do you need to do? Work on the income producing activities and set targets, weekly targets on how many reach outs, how many social media posts, what you need to do, right? And when you're clear on that, that gives you a roadmap. It's like when you get in the car on a long trip, you set the GPS, you have a target. If you have no target, then I guess you're going for a joyride. You're going everywhere, but you're not going to get anywhere, right? It's the same thing in your life, and particularly this week. Set a goal, right? If you fail to plan, you'll plan to fail. If you have no goals, you're going nowhere. So be clear on what you need to do. Specific things, marketing, how many social media posts, how many reach outs, how many new connections you got to do, because without them, you're not going to have any lifeblood in the business. And recently, yesterday, I was talking to someone's messaging me about closes, right? My 6-figure close. And by the way, if you want some proven closing scripts, drop in a comment in the below closing. I'll send you a couple. Now, basically works, but the only exception that doesn't, I said it was guaranteed to work. The only exception that won't work is who you are. If you're not showing up every day, if you're not a trustworthy person, if you're not dressed well, you're not dressed professionally, right, and carry yourself a certain way, then no one's going to buy you, right? So that's the only exception time when the exception won't work, when the closing won't work. Anyway, that's what I have. Have an amazing Monday. Stay focused. Be clear on your goals. Set those goals, weekly, daily targets, and go out there and have a positive impact.